Seems that most of the concerns about the Hallelujah diet have to do with what do you do when you're away from home. Now there are a number of things you can have on hand to make life easy and convenient. And so I thought we'd start at our local health food store. Sometimes when you need a quick, easy, convenient snack, dried fruit, seeds, and nuts can be a great choice because they don't require refrigeration. You can take them just about anywhere. Now the reason we came to a health food store is they have a great selection of dried fruits that are organic and preservative free. I'm here with Steve from the Raw Foods Foundation, and Steve's going to tell us a little bit about what to look for in dried fruit.
Hi Dave. Well, it is, you're right, a good place to go when you're looking for these types of snack foods. And we've got a nice selection here at this store. Everything from dried blueberries to Turkish figs, and usually you'll find that a great variety of different fruits and things that can be used. A couple of things you want to look for though, as Dave already pointed out, if they're organic, that's nice because you can avoid any of the commercial sprays. And usually that's indicated on the labels. Here they have green ones indicating organic, and they have orange labels indicating the commercial versions. The other thing, Dave, that's very helpful is to watch for the sugars, because some of the fruits have sugars attached, and that's also indicated on the label. You can see the brightly colored ones tend to be the ones that have the sugars, like the papaya and the pineapple.
Right, and you can almost see the sugar coating on it.
Exactly.
So we want to stay away from that.
And maybe number 3 is, like you said, to watch for the preservatives. I think as we grew up, we were used to having those bright orange apricots. You know, they just look so bright. Right. And it's because they had all the preservatives. The Turkish apricots they have here, which have no preservatives, are a very dull brown color. Maybe not as appealing to the eye, but once you realize that those are the ones without the sulfites, they become more appealing.
Right. Now, dried fruits, do they have all the vitamin and mineral that you find in the whole fresh fruits?
They really do. They're very close at least, and it'll vary a little bit with the fruit, but dried fruit is always a good option. Of course, all the water, or most of the water, is gone, so it's a little more intense.
Right.
So for some people with, sugar sensitivities, you don't want to overdo the dried fruit. But as you mentioned, snacks, food on the road, this is a great source. It keeps forever, and always there to give you a burst of energy.
Good. Hey, let's go take a look at the nuts.
Great, let's go.
Steve, I guess the first thing I know we want to look for is raw nuts.
Right.
Like raw almonds, raw sunflower seeds.
You bet.
What else can you tell us?
Well, again, there is quite a variety, which is nice to see. And here again, they have them labeled clearly between the organic and the commercial. So once again, that becomes a nice choice that we now have available.
Right.
And yes, the raw is probably the important part. There are also some of the nuts listed here that are roasted and salted. And we know now that when those nuts are cooked, because they're in high-fat food, those fats go undergo great changes from the heat and make it an extremely burdensome food to be digesting. So if we can go with raw, that's great. And there's a great selection. They've got everything from macadamias and pecans and almonds and pistachios. And I think it's somewhat by taste.
Right.
Some of the nuts are well, macadamias are the easiest and highest fat, but a wonderful nut to be digesting.
Right.
So you can have fun selecting different ones.
And macadamia is also good to combine with the dried fruits?
Yes, good point, Dave. All these nuts really combine well with the fruit and make a great snack in tandem.
Right. And we should really limit our daily diet to about, what, a handful of nuts a day?
Sure. And depending on the situation here, you're talking about foods on the go and foods on the road. But nuts are a high concentrated food, so we don't need too many. And it's easy, of course, when you're snacking to sometimes go over. But yeah, a handful or so, and mixing them with the dried fruit makes a good combination. Okay.
Well, let's take a look at the dehydrated vegetables over here in the next aisle.
These vegetables and fruits are freeze-dried versus the regular dried fruits. And they are pretty much the same, except we'll find that they're even a little bit lighter in weight. They do have bright colors, and they're more like a light snack food. You can really pop these in your mouth like we used to do popcorn or other things.
Wow, it's and the same food value as when they were whole?
Pretty close. The freeze drying process, is slightly different than straight dehydration. But again, a great snack option, and a lot of variety here in the fruits and the vegetables. And they even combine well with nuts and things, although most of these are fun in themselves.
Great, well, we'll give those a shot. Hey, thanks for being with us, Steve.
You bet, Dave. You have a good day.
Okay, you too.
Thanks.